Hey, this is Tony Green with Greenhaven Realty and WeLoveLewisVille.com as well as WeLoveClemmons.com. You can also find us on our Facebook page, Facebook.com/LewisVille-CLEMMONS. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Louisville-Clemmons area, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We would be honored to help you. So Ryan, how are you, friend?
Doing well, man.
Good to see you, man. Well, thanks for taking some time and sitting down with us today and
Absolutely.
share more about your business with our local Louisville-Clemmons community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Man. Well, good deal. Well, so just tell us about your business. What do you do here?
Okay, so we offer music lessons, music production, which means we record, mix, and master bands and artists, local artists and national artists. And we also offer photography for all types of things, whether it's pets, families, special events, weddings, engagements, save the date, real estate, commercial. And then we also do the same for videography as well. So we offer interviews like we're doing right here.
Yeah.
We do commercial ads for local businesses and also special events. Once again, weddings, save the date, all that sort of stuff.
Okay, good deal. Well, man, you said you do a lot.
Yes.
That's very diversified for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so why did you get into this type of business?
Been cascading through the years. I started with just teaching. I was asked to teach over at the music stop in Clemmons, actually, which you should check them out as well and maybe hit them up.
Yeah.
And he got me my start doing teaching right out of high school, and then I began recording all throughout my playing time and teaching time there. And then in 2005 broke away and started my own studio here in Louisville, which that kind of kick-started recording more and also teaching alongside teaching. And then from recording, I began doing YouTube in the early days and started kind of building up my skills with the camera and videography, photography, and that kind of took me into where I am now, which is kind of covering multimedia and the music recordings and the music lessons here at the studio with other teachers as well, kind of helping me out.
So and are you just self-taught for the most part?
Yes, I am. Everything is by experience. I didn't go to school for any of it, but it's kind of like I call YouTube and the internet your college. You know, you can study as much as you want. The information is there for you. So all these years, even when I first started playing guitar, I was self-taught. So I would just look at videotapes back then, which is showing my age, and then looking up information on how to do things, whether it was recording or I would guinea pig bands at the beginning and learn how to record, or what photography. I would ask people to let me take pictures until I could gain the ability and experience that I needed.
Okay. Well, so what are some of the local bands that you produce for?
We have Bloodrin from Virginia, which is more like a heavier metal band. We have Cult Classics, which is they're from Asheville area. They're kind of like an alternative kind of punk, classic punk sounding band. We've had Exotopia, which is more of like a progressive technical rock and metal band. And just all kinds of artists, from Delicacy, which is an R&B artist, Marshall P's a local rap artist. So we have all kinds of different types of people and styles of music coming in.
Okay, neat. Well, so why did you open the business in Louisville?
It was mainly out of necessity and looking at the local area in Louisville and seeing that there wasn't any music lessons at the time. There wasn't anybody offering that here in Louisville. Okay. So I felt like that was a really great thing to open up in this area. It was far enough away from the old business at the music stop in Clemmons, so it kind of balanced it off. And then
compete with them too much.
Exactly. Yeah. So it had that little bit of space and distance.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What's been some of the challenges that you've dealt with in running a business?
Mainly just the growth and expanding your business, and also with word of mouth. That's always been my main factor. So with that in mind, independently paying for all your marketing and your promotions, if you want to get into that, like if it's local ads, whether it's television, radio, or magazines, local magazines. I mean, so many things for independents like us that are, it's like 1 or 2 or 3 driving force people. That's the hardest part, I would say. That would be the biggest challenge all through the years.
I totally get that, for sure.
Yes.
So what was it like when you first got started?
I was That was a bold step of faith.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because I was just a teacher at the music stop in Clemens at the time. And when I broke free and started the business in Louisville in 2005, all I had was music lessons at the time as my main source of income, and I was working 2 other jobs on top of that.
Wow.
When I first came here, because it was better to be more prepared and over prepared and working too much than too little when we came here. And so that was definitely the toughest part about coming here, was doing that and taking that step of faith.
Yeah, I mean, starting a business, it takes so much courage just to go out on your own, for sure.
So the location we were actually in when I came here to Louisville in 2005 was I was able to live in the back and produce and teach in the front.
Yeah.
So that was really that challenge, right? That kind of helped out with the challenge of opening up your own business, because you didn't have to pay that extra rent at home or apartment or whatever you were going for. It really kind of helped cut into being able to start it all up and build upon the resources and the equipment and the gear that I would need in the future.
Makes sense, yeah. Well, what's something that a lot of people don't know about your business?
Especially for locals, when they come here, they don't necessarily know about the multimedia side of things. Our sign out front is for what would draw in the most amount of business here on location, which would be the lessons. So out front, there's the music lessons sign.
Yeah.
So when they come inside, they kind of see some photography gear laying around and everything, and they'll walk into the multimedia room over there, like, oh, okay, you do photography, videography. So that would probably be the one thing they don't know. It's more on the internet and through the students who know this that we get word of mouth with the internet side of things for the photography and videography.
Well, hey, hopefully this video feature will help with that as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you very much.
So, what's something that your customers love about the business?
I think they love, the one-on-one with me or with the teachers here. If you're talking strictly lessons, I think they enjoy. We try to accommodate what they enjoy about music or their love for their music. If we're talking about recording, I try to meet them and find out. I meet them personally, invite them to the studio, and we talk personally about their music and what they want to record and what they want to sound like. Or if it's a customer that's learning music lessons or guitar or drums, bass, whatever that might be, we ask them, what do you dig? What do you like about music? Why are you here in the first place? So we can meet you and understand what you want. And the same goes for videography and photography. It's the same thing. I want to understand what you want as an individual, and that makes a big difference. You're meeting them and finding out really what they want, and you're customizing what you can do for them. I think that's probably been the main thing.
Yeah. So you're really making it all about them, it sounds like.
Yes, absolutely. And just using the abilities and gifts that we've been given by God to bless others, really. Or share whatever you know with others, right?
That's awesome. Well, what's an odd request that your business has got?
Odd request. I've had, so some funny ones. One particular one was I had to record, it was some type of an argument. I had to record the argument off of a phone, and it was used in a court case.
Oh, wow.
So it was something going down. I don't know all the details behind it. But there was something going on, and I had to record that. And I do have requests from customers who actually, most recently, I had the death of an individual. They had played their last audio track, and the person came to me and said, this was the last audio track this person recorded. I'd like to share it with the family. Could you kind of remaster it and bring up the volume so everyone could hear it? So that was, so many weird things can happen here. That was just 2 right off the top of my head that I can write. That's neat.
So tell the community, what motivates you? What makes you want to get up and go to work in the morning?
Well, obviously the obvious things, putting the food and the water and the shelter, it's like, I think it's the joy of sharing with others about what God has blessed me with and being able to share that with them, whether it's, my abilities in music or recording, production, videography, photography, and then being able to share or find out if there's people who like those sorts of things and sharing that with that person. And like you said, meeting their needs in a way that's satisfying. And it's just, I think those are the 2 driving forces, really. I have just a joy of meeting new people, getting to know people in friendships and relationship, right? I would definitely say those are the 2 main.
Yeah, man. It's really, you know, people don't think about it sometimes in business, but business is all about relationship, for sure.
It is, absolutely. Without it, we don't get anybody referring us for sure.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Well, what are some of the goals that you have for your business over the next year?
Definitely expansion upon the photography and especially videography side. We're really pushing hard for more commercials and for local businesses and photography from the locals as well, whether that, you know, whatever that might be, real estate, special events and things like that, family and pet photography.
Yeah.
So anything with that in regards to local, we're going to be stepping that up.
Okay. I know you've done some local commercials. What are a few of the companies that you work with?
Yeah, so Southern Charm at the Farm, which with Allison Dahl at Dahlia's Flowers arrangement in Clemens. And then Tap That Axe Throwing, which they just recently opened, that they were phenomenal to work with. I provided them with kind of a full media package with videography, some commercials, and some photography for them. And we did BedX, which was a little bit outside of the Louisville-Clemmons there in High Point. It was a factory mattress outlet. And then also we have the Salem Building Corporation that we recently worked with, where I did business portraits, did drone photography, videography, commercials, like the whole enchilada.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah. So those are the most recent.
Okay. Well, so how long have you lived in Louisville?
So let's see. It's funny. I moved here with my parents in '97 and lived here from '97 to '98, '99. And we moved to Clemens actually.
Okay.
Lived in Clemens for a little while, and in between that, I moved out a little bit. I came back to Louisville in 2005, like I said, and I've been here ever since. So yeah, love it.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that you really like about living in Louisville?
Probably my most favorite, obviously I'm biased, so media is my favorite. So anything up at the square is just awesome. I like all the movie things that they're doing for the kids there in the summer. I like the street party, the beach party, the parades and everything revolving around that like getting together aspect. That's what I enjoy about. I think they've done an excellent job, and I only wish that they could even do more and more and more, like fill up the weekends with live shows.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, somehow making it donation based, so bands and artists who come here can get paid for that, and then also the town get paid. But I think that'd be something really cool, but I love that.
I would agree. I mean, you can't beat all the events that they have at the square.
It's true, it's true. And I do appreciate their focus on keeping it clean. The streets are tidy, they're cleaned up, even the area, the landscaping. And I have to say the requirements even for the studio were pretty intense and very detailed, but it was for the better. And they do that for all the local businesses, and that's clear. It's clear. You can see it as you drive by.
Yeah, for sure. Well, what are a few of your favorite restaurants in the area? It doesn't have to be just Louisville, but Louisville, Clemens, even Winston.
Yeah, Clemens. Let's see. Oh man. Okay, so actually, funny in Clemens, I love El Taquito. I love some international food. My wife's still Latino, so we're all about doing that. I love El Taquito in Clemens.
And that's in front of.
That's in front of the Lowe's, actually.
Lowe's. Okay.
It's right across the street. It's just a tiny little joint in there hidden away. I'm trying to think, what else do I dig? I mean, I dig, of course, Ronnie's Pizza and Wings over in Louisville. I enjoy. Of course, I hit Subway up on the regular up here just because it's so close right here in Louisville, so that's cool. But definitely support the locals. Then we got the Pig and Out Barbecue. I enjoy that. So lots of good stuff, man. Really good stuff.
Well, other than the square, what are a few other things that you like to do, like in Louisville? What are other things you like?
Definitely taking walks up at Jack Warren. We take the family up there and hang out at Jack Warren Park and walk around there, and Joni Mosier Park as well too.
Yeah.
So that's one of
all the parks in such a small town. There's parks everywhere.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, yeah, for sure. Even just that being able to go out and jog and exercise, and you got the sidewalks. So no matter which road you're going up to, in at least in the center of town, that's always nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, so you've been in Louisville for a while. What are some of the changes that you've seen here?
Definitely the street corners and the addition of the roundabouts, the way traffic's flowing, as well as the Great Wagon Road. They're going to be doing that expansion through the center of Louisville, and I think that's I mean, for businesses and everything around here, it's going to change a lot of things. But I've enjoyed what they've done, and they've allowed more local businesses in, and they've kept the bigger ones out. I can see more medical parks, or possible. They've done a lot more medical stuff. So we've had more dentistry and more medical. We've had Novant down on Louisville-Clemmons Road. And they're kind of expanding on that, which I think it's good. It's cleaner looking buildings.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I think, I can see them doing that.
Yeah.
Those are the major changes that I've seen.
Well, are there any things that you would like to see change to improve the community?
Oh man, that's a tough one. So, of course, I'm biased. I'm a small business. So some of the rules that were initiated with landscaping and landscaping requirements or small business requirements are a little bit extensive. There should be more care taken to installation of those things in the town. For example, if there are going to be places that plants need to be put that aren't necessarily going to survive, so that way it can save the money on the small businesses. So I would say more care needs to be taken on the implementation of the rules, and kind of more discussion and working those things out for the small businesses rather than forcing them to spend money maybe that they don't have, but that if they could work and meet in the middle and show the businesses, hey, financially we can see you're not quite there where you'll be able to afford this, but let's see if we can meet in the middle and find something that's feasible and reasonable, and then do that. That would definitely be a requirement. I've spoken with the mayor and made some requests about that already. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, it's such, being a small business, you're, a lot of times you're bootstrapping, you're, just trying to find ways to budget for the things you need to do, and so when governments put restrictions on you and additional requirements, sometimes it does make it a little tough.
Yes, absolutely.
So what's a memorable experience that you've had working with a client or multiple clients?
Let's see. So like I said earlier, even just the passing of an individual, being able to share that with their family after the fact. I also have had some really cool students through the years. I have a student right now who's a special needs child, the Rao family. They've been with me for a little while, and he comes in for just music treatment, basically, or inspiration for each week, and music therapy, I should say. And he comes in each week, and it's really touching to see his joy and love for music, and just his reaction to the music as he comes in here. And just being able to work with the wide variety of customers. I get everything from 7 years old all the way to retired folks, 60, 65, 70 years old, come in here. So it's such a wide range. I would say that's the joy, is being able to work with all these different types of folks and people, Yes, absolutely.
So Ryan, tell us about anything exciting that the business might have coming up.
Yeah, we're going to start offering videography and photography packages, whether it be special events like for weddings, save the dates, real estate, and commercial ads. So that's something we're really excited about. Like I said, we're going to be focusing more on photography, videography in the next year to 2 years. And of course, we still offer packages for bands and artists for recordings, and they can contact us for that, because we customize that rate for them. As well as for music lessons, we'd like to start doing more sessions where we can get every student together for like a jam session, maybe up at the square.
Cool.
So that'd be something I'm going to talk to the town of Louisville about, and setting up like, kind of like a, what do you call it? Can't think of the name. It's just like slipping my mind. Where we get everybody together to play the music and demonstrate for a recital.
Recital.
Yes.
I was wrong.
Recital. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you mentioned contact, so what's the best way for people to contact you?
Absolutely, yeah. They can reach me through my email, which is ryan@ryanreedymusicmultimedia.com, or they can contact us through our social media, which is Ryan Reedy Music Multimedia, across all platforms, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, of course.
Right.
And and of course my number, 336-473-0601. And I just want to thank you as well, too. I'm going to thank you here as well as in the intro, but I want to thank you for doing this, because it's awesome what you're doing, and with the platform with Park Bench and Louisville-Clemmons community. I think it's a great way to get everyone involved in sharing about what they love about their community, and it also helps the town councils in both Louisville and Clemmons getting more feedback, it'd be something to consider giving them that feedback, because they can see the feedback from the businesses, from their mouths, directly. And I think it's awesome. It'd be something for them to even consider sharing. I think you're doing a good job.
I mean, I appreciate that, Ryan, because I mean, we really are about, local, and we want to see small businesses like you thrive and succeed. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.